Hey YouTube family, how are you guys doing? Hope this video is finding you all doing well. So today, as you can see, we're going to check out if there really is an audible sound difference from using a cable to using just a cheap brand of guitar transmitters. I've used them twice now at two different gigs since I got them, and I haven't really noticed a difference. But I haven't tried both. The other day at our Easter church service, the sound guy was walking across stage and he noticed me connecting these and he's like, "Why would you even put those in your signal chain?" And I'm like, "So you can get a signal." Anyway, he just kind of rolled his eyes, and so I guess some people have the belief that these are terrible, like they really affect the sound, as opposed to a cable. Whereas, I haven't really noticed the difference. Now, I'm not talking. So we're gonna do this test, but not through recording software with a 64-bit processor and IRs and lithium crystals and flux capacitors and all that stuff. We're gonna do this with a guitar plugged into cable, going through a pedal board, and the pedal board going to the amp. That's it, just like it would be live. Live when you have my bank account. Like I'm not running tons of gear and all this. I have like my guitar, pedal board, an amp, and that's it. All right, which guitar should we use? I think, you know what? We're gonna use the trusty Nashville Telecaster with the Musy neck, and we're gonna use either the cable or the Joyo wireless. We're gonna run through my pedal board, which is connected to my Quilter Superblock US, into a 10-inch speaker cabinet running a Jensen P10R speaker, and that is it. Nothing fancy, folks. So if I look at the setup, so that's going to be over there. The camera is going to be in this stand right here, where the mic of the camera will be facing the speaker of the amp. So if there's any discrepancy in sound, we should hear it. And that's it. I'll try a clean tone. I'll try an overdriven tone with the Clarksdale, and then I'll try a higher gain tone with the Tumnus pedal, and that's it. And we'll see. So I'm assuming that there should be, an audible difference between these two devices. This one, right? When you plug this into your guitar and you strum your chord, the pickup takes the string vibrations, converts them to an electrical signal, which goes through this cable, which once it enters the preamp of your amplifier, it's converted into a tonal sound frequency, which is amplified by the amp and then pushed through the speaker of your cabinet. So, whereas with this, like these are 2.4 GHz, right? Like gigahertz or whatever. So that's basically a radio frequency. So when I strum my guitar, the pickups send the vibration to the transmitter, which converts it into a 2.4 gigahertz radio frequency, which basically travels through the air to the receiver, which then converts it into a tonal signal into the preamp, etc., etc. So there's definitely a difference with how the sound travels from the cable or from the wireless device. But I guess what I want to see with you guys is once that signal comes through the speaker, is your ear capable of picking up the difference? Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, let's do this. Clean sound. High gain. Alright guys and girls, well, there you have it. Those are the little competition results between the wireless system, the Joyo, and the good old-fashioned, cable. So the cables I use are good. They're really good quality cables. They're fairly expensive. I don't think I have a cable here that's under $50 or $60. So and that's only like a 10-foot cable. My longer cables are more than that. So they're fairly high quality cables. So they're good. This Joyo is a $45 set on Amazon, and that's Canadian. So for my friends in US, you guys are probably paying what, $5 for these? I don't know. I know you're getting them at a better price than I am. That's for sure. So honestly, I listened to this video before posting this last section, and I really didn't notice a whole lot of difference. Nothing that, where you'd be dancing at a bar, and then you'd be like, oh, that guitar player should use a cable instead of his wireless device. His guitar sounds fake. Like, it wasn't like that. Like, I don't know what kind of ears you guys have, but my ears just don't really pick up those subtle audible differences. I did find, I think, like I listened to the clips with these ocular style headphones, and these are very crisp and precise, especially when listening to like mid-range stuff like vocals or guitar. They're really good. And I found that the low end and the mid-range, I couldn't really hear a difference. Maybe you guys with studio speakers could be able to tell, but I found that maybe the treble sounded a little more predominant with the wireless device, where I could have maybe dialed the treble down on the amp when using the wireless device. So that's good to know. Maybe at a gig, I just put the treble down a couple notches from where I'd normally run it if I was using the wireless device. But other than that, I really didn't see a difference. Now, one mistake I felt that I've made with this video is that I forgot on the amp, I have reverb, and I forgot to shut the reverb off. I should have shut the reverb off, because reverb in a room, picking up into a phone mic, kind of alters the sound a bit. So anyway, I think maybe it made the sound less precise because the reverb was on there. So, but you guys let me know what you think, and if you feel I should maybe do another video and change the settings of the amp or whatever, let me know, and I can do one up once I have more time. But for now, I gotta say that whether you're using a wireless device that's decent or a high-end cable, I don't think the human ear is going to pick up the difference, like to a point where you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my guitar? What's wrong with my pedals? Like, I don't think it's at that point. It really wasn't for me in the room. So, and I'm not a fancy player or a fancy, tech guy by any means. You guys know that by now. So I don't know what to tell you. If you have experience using these, let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep using those Joyos just to see, how they last. But I'll always have cables with me at the gigs for sure, just in case. But I will tell you this: when the batteries start to fade on this, when the charge starts going away, I did notice, and it says here on the pack it'll last like 8 hours of playing time, and I gotta say I think it's fairly accurate because I've used mine for a long time, and I'm like, man, aren't these things ever going to die out? And the other day we were rehearsing for Easter Sunday service, so I had a rehearsal, and just prior to the lights flashing on the transmitter and the receiver, whatever, the lights start to flash when the batteries get low, I did notice a kind of a fuzzy sound coming out of my amp. Kind of like if you had a fuzz pedal on, but the fuzz dial was turned down really low, right? So it's barely activated, but it's just, you could hear this little kind of fuzzy sound with every note, like in the background. And then, I was wondering if it was the amp or what was going on, and then I switched to a cable, and that fuzziness was gone. And then when I switched back to the Joyo, I noticed the lights were flashing, and I thought, batteries are low. So when the batteries are low, it definitely affects your sound for sure. No latency, nothing like that. Just that weird kind of fuzziness is what I experienced. So you guys can comment on that too. But with a fully charged or a well-charged system, like you've seen in this video, I haven't really noticed a difference. So anyway, guys, that's my little test. You guys let me know what you think or what your ears picked up. And love to hear from you. Take care, God bless, and have yourselves a great day. Peace out.